What was the role of the art students? These were Israeli art students, right?
That's a good question. What were they doing there? We keep asking ourselves because they had to have multiple roles because they were there for 4 years, Jim. What's interesting, there's some research that Larry and I have yet to do. We have to go through each and every jumper video to find out what floor each jumper jumped from. But if you scroll down a little bit more in that thread until you get to a drawing of somebody on a balcony throwing somebody off the balcony.
Okay, I'm scrolling down.
And I'm having problems with my form here because he's doing some maintenance. We had some.
Oh yeah, I see this diagram. Yeah.
Okay, now here's a diagram where somebody's on a balcony throwing somebody off, right?
So it would appear, yeah.
Okay. Now, does any of these things ring a bell to 9/11? 91st floor, helicopter, people falling from the building?
Well, purportedly these things happened. I mean, the claim was made at least. Some bodies were shown in we have video of some apparent bodies coming down. Whether they were dead already, I don't know, but there you are.
What we have here is, I would say, it's really hard evidence of Gelatin B, being tasked. They were responsible for the jumpers, creating the illusion of the 9/11 jumpers. That's what this is all about.
Oh, you think this group of art students was responsible for creating the illusion of jumpers?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting.
If you look at their drawings, look at their pictures, I don't know how you could come to any other conclusion. What's really interesting is if you look at their, the book, I've got it in another thread.
Who did this sketch, by the way? It says 300 meters of pure pleasure. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, it doesn't say in the book, who did each diagram, and so I'm not really sure.
So they published a book about their feat. They're doing this balcony bit, and the book is how many pages?
I don't even know. I think it's about 40 pages. It's a real little tiny book. I mean, it's not big. It's very thin.
You don't have a copy of it?
No, not yet. They cost over $200. And we're working on getting a copy, so we have one of our own. But
and these diagrams come from this little book?
Yeah, well, I got these diagrams from their own website.
Spell gelatin. I've always been curious. I've heard you pronounce it several times. Is it Gelatin?
I've seen it spelled both, ATIN and then GELITIN. Right. So I've seen it spelled both ways, and I'm not sure what the correct way to spell it is. But one of the things that's interesting from one of their pictures, if you scroll to the pictures of them in the World Trade Center, where they actually have pictures, scroll down so you see them looking out a window.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you see the fellow with the white shirt and he's down?
Yeah.
You see the heater that he's on?
The heater that he's on? Yeah. He's got he's got his knuckles on the heater. Is that a heater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heater, air conditioner.
All right.
Take a look at a little bit to the left, and you see where the boxes are?
Yeah.
Do you notice how the boxes, the heater doesn't go through the boxes, but ends at the boxes?
Yeah.
That would be because the heater isn't there. It's been removed all the way up until that line. This is when we start analyzing some of their photographs. It shows pre-demolition. Now, if you scroll down to the next photograph, you see the fellow with the orange watch.
Yep.
Look at the ceiling.
It's open.
It's that's now when somebody empties out a floor at the World Trade Center or any other big building, it's normal to have all the carpeting removed. Okay, and then all the walls that they put up, those have to come down.
And I'm looking down at the floor there, and there doesn't appear to be carpeting there either. So There's something kind of irregular. It's like a little drain there, but then there's something kind of an elevation or raised portion there. Something that looks like a ruler. What's going on there, Phil?
I'm not exactly sure what you're looking at there.
Behind the guy with the orange watch down on the ground, it looks like there's a ruler sticking up that, you know, I was trying to see if there's carpeting there, and it's kind of funny because it's like it's elevated there right in front of the boxes on the ground. You see what looks like a little drain right there behind him?
I do see the little round spot there.
Oh, that's the corner of a box sticking out. It's just not flush with the other boxes.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see that. Is there carpeting there or no carpeting there?
There's no carpeting. That would be normal, though, because when a tenant moves out, the carpeting's removed, and the new tenant has to recarpet, but they don't remove the structure. Okay.
Well, look at the next one shows the ceiling completely open, too.
Yeah, well, notice that the ceiling's not only completely open, but the apparatus to hang the ceiling is completely removed. They couldn't put in a ceiling there if they wanted. It's been removed. You see,
that is very damn strange.
And in March of 2000.
And this is in March of 2000 when the American Bureau of Shipping and numerous other people were supposed to be occupying this floor.
This is March of 2000.
And it's my theory. If you look at the boxes and think about it logically, if you were intending to keep people from curiosity seeking at what you were doing, that would seem to be the opposite way of doing it. If I walked onto a supposedly occupied floor and found something going on behind some boxes, my natural curiosity, the first thing I would want to do is know what was going on behind the boxes. That certainly would not be the way to do it. But it's my theory that the boxes are there not to hide what they're doing from the view of something outside, but rather the opposite. That is, hide what's outside from view of them being able to take these photographs and pull their little stunt. So they had to do it without showing people that, in fact, didn't have the American Bureau of Shipping or anything else for that matter on it.
What are all these boxes supposed to be?
They're a little enclosure to hide them.
Oh, no. He's asking.
You're talking about the function. I'm saying, what are they supposed to be?
We're not sure. We've been, I have been able to get this off the boxes. Do not open with a metal knife.
Do not open with a metal knife.
Yeah, and I can't.
They've got kind of a funny shape. You notice they've got a funny shape there.
Well, it's because many of them you can see are empty. So that the box, if it's a box bottom and it's empty, they're very often concave because the contents are not there inside. I mean, they used empty boxes to stack. You know, they didn't want to use anything heavy, probably, so they just used empty boxes to stack.
This is just incredible. This is March of 2000, and you got the empty floors, where there's officially there's some shipping company?
The American Bureau of Shipping, which isn't that a branch of the Merchant Marine?
Yeah, it's the Merchant Marine, from my understanding.
So, in a sense, almost a federal agency.
And they aren't there. And it's
what's really the most stunning thing about these pictures, though, is like that ceiling. Okay, I mean, that's not there. The ceiling apparatus, the hangers, it's all gone. It's all been removed. This floor's been gutted, and it's not. Apparently, it's not done being gutted because.
Do we have any before and after? Do we have any pictures of this floor earlier in the history of the building? What I'd love to see is kind of a pictorial through time, of occupation of different floors of the building. God, you'd think there'd be this kind of stuff all over the place.
Well, right now we're trying to obtain through a FOIA request.
Yeah.
We put in a FOIA request this week to the New York Port Authority.
Yeah.
We asked for copies of the leases. For every single tenant, from day one, till the day that they became private and sold to Larry Silverstein.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping that is what we're kind of guessing.